Hey,
Right. I got it!
yes.
Great! We owe Doc a lot.
It's nice having someone you can rely on. Let's collect our things.
All right.
No.
Yeah.
Hmm?
How's this?
Yes. With this much, cultivation shouldn't be a problem. Impressive as usual, Alphen.
I hope your herb garden can grow well now.
It definitely will, thanks to you.
Speaking of which, I'm curious. There are Renin machines that treat sickness now. Why focus on growing medicinal herbs?
I hear you. And that technology is definitely impressive. But machines break, don't they? You can rely on them sometimes, but not always. That's when herbs come in to save the day.
That's true. Healing arts are useful as well, but sometimes you just need medicine.
The way I see it, the most important thing is knowledge. Machines break, and medicine runs out. But with the right knowledge, you can repair a machine or make more medicine. Knowledge never goes bad.
You never cease to amaze, Doc. Always thinking one step ahead.
Flattery will get you nowhere, Alphen. My knowledge is still quite limited. I'd like to expand what I know about herbs. It'd help to find a book or meet someone who knows more than I do.
Then we'll try to find that for you. Maybe there's a real herb master somewhere out there.
I'd really appreciate that. If I were younger, I'd go searching myself.
No need for that, Doc. Let us do the footwork. You just wait here.
Who might be an expert on medicinal herbs?
I might know someone who's familiar with books on them. Remember? In the Palace in Descent.
Oh, yeah! Tigrina, the librarian!
So, you remember her name, huh? Interesting.
Hey, what's with the stink eye?
If you find anyone who...
Sure, we'll find something.
Hey, you're still hanging out at the library, right? Anything interesting happen lately?
Anything interesting? Well, I have found plenty of interesting new books to read.
Yeah? Like what?
Books on horticulture, culinary techniques, things like that. Recently, I've been diving into some new topics. I've gotten to know some of the other people at the library, and they've been recommending all sorts of new books for me to try.
So they're, like, book buddies, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Any book I choose for myself is going to be colored by my own preferences, so it helps to have some outside opinions. I'm broadening my horizons.
Yeah, great. Just don't spend too much time reading. It's not healthy.
Excuse me? You're the one who brought up the library. You just wanted to say that?
No, just... never mind.
Oh. Could it maybe be that you're lonely?
Huh? As if?
There's nothing wrong with that. I feel lonely sometimes too, being away from you guys. I think it's normal for friends to miss each other. But no matter how much I wonder what you're all doing out there, it's not like I can just pop over and see you.
Yeah, kinda hard to do that when we live in different realms.
But still, it's nice that we get to hang out from time to time, like now. Even if it is, you know, in the name of necessity. I'm always looking forward to seeing you all again. And that helps give me strength when I'm alone.
I've been looking forward to seeing you all again, too. I didn't realize we both felt the same way. All right, I'm gonna work my butt off when I get back to the Crimson Crows. I've got to be able to keep up with you, after all.
Just don't go overboard and get yourself injured.
It'll be fine. I'm far too tough to get injured that easily.
See? It's exactly that kind of attitude that I'm worried about. Ugh.
Got your face stuck in a book as usual, huh? What kind of stuff do you read, anyway?
All sorts of things. Ancient accounts, histories. Just recently, I was reading a book about astral arts.
So what's the point? Does this, like, make your astral arts stronger?
No, I just read because I like to learn. Though, it is also helpful for my research.
Research?
For example, I'm looking into whether it's possible to combine Danon magic with Renan astral arts. I'm also interested in the mausoleums and Dana's past.
Okay, I'll admit, I'm not totally following. But, is there a purpose to this research? Like a goal?
A purpose? Well, I guess there is something I'd like to try someday. I want to try writing my own book, instead of just reading what others have written.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. What kind of book do you want to write?
I have several ideas I've been thinking about, but most of all, I'd like to write about Danon magic. Leave as much of my knowledge behind as possible, you know? And also, if there are any other Danons out there who can use magic, like me, maybe that book could help me find them.
Wow, you've really thought this through. You're amazing, you know that?
What's gotten into you? I'll have you know that flattery won't get you anywhere.
Law is correct. All the knowledge you've gained on Danon Magecraft would be lost if not made manifest. That book would serve as a guiding light to scholars for generations to come.
You're gonna embarrass me if you keep talking like that. It's no big deal. I just like to study, that's all.
I know what you mean. Whether books or art, there is an indescribable, fragrant allure to those things that have traversed the ages.
Yeah. Who doesn't like the smell of old books?
Yeah, totally! They do smell, yummy, don't they?
What? La, please don't eat my books.
Hey, What?
How's this? Huh?
Got it. We've got the book. Let's take it back to Doc.
She really is an amazing librarian. A bit unique, though. Well...
No.
How about it? Dohalim? Where do relics come from? Well, that's an interesting title. I wonder what it has to say.
An intriguing question indeed. Where do relics come from, and where do they go? I'd love to learn our predecessors' views on the subject.
But objects don't move on their own, you know.
That's not what the title means.
Hurry it up, Alphen! Hey, you too, Lord Man!
Haste makes waste, young one.
Oh, don't even start with me on that. Come on, we're keeping everyone waiting.
He's right. Shion and Rinwell must be getting impatient with us, too.
I don't believe that's the case. Look, they seem to be enjoying themselves.
It feels so comforting to just sit quietly side by side, next to each other. And being able to follow through with something you've set your mind to like that. It's dependable, you know?
Wow, you really have a soft spot for that sort of thing, don't you?
Are they talking about...
Yeesh. Kinda awkward if we butted in now, right, Alphen?
Not at all. We should say something.
No. It would be rude of us to interrupt. Let us assess the situation and choose the time to make our entrance with propriety.
You mean eavesdrop?
Personally, I really like those light, nimble movements. There's a graceful fluidity to them. And the strike that comes afterwards, it's always so cool, no matter which way you look at it.
Strike? Hold up.
For me, it's the poise I'm fond of. That dignified demeanor never seems to falter, all while staying alert and being receptive to even the most subtle shift in sounds.
Sounds.
I know. And those big, beautiful, thoughtful eyes. I keep finding myself inadvertently gazing into them.
Big, beautiful, and thoughtful?
She's right. Alphen does have beautiful eyes.
But if anyone has thoughtful eyes, it's Dohalim.
But surely Big Eyes refers to Law?
I can't wait to see Zare again.
The cat!
When I see you speaking with other Renans, they always look so happy. It's made me realize just how many people depend on you, Dohalim.
I'm glad to be able to help, but I do feel it goes a bit too far sometimes.
You can say that again. Apparently, there are even some who want you to be the new ruler of the Renan people.
I suspect their minds are still trapped in the Renan mentality that the strong have an inherent right to rule and should be followed. Unfortunately for them, the reign they envision was but a fantasy, even in the old days. Going forward, they will need to face reality.
Yeah, a reality with no more lords or sovereigns.
Though there are still those enthralled by my title of former lord. I hope to see the day when they too can stand on their own two legs.
That said, I don't think people place their faith in you just because you were once a lord. I kept it from you so as not to burden you further, but there have been quite a few requests for you in Vicent as well.
Is that so? For what, pray tell?
Some want you to pass on your extensive knowledge by becoming a school teacher. Others say they want you to help them learn to appreciate music. And, as a request for the elegant and handsome Dohalim, there were even some who wished to be your lover.
Well, that's a scary voice.
Sounds less like people want things from him, and more like they just want him. I wish people talked about me like that!
There he goes, talking like an idiot again.
When it comes to children, they all want you to be their father. Sing them songs, read them stories, that sort of thing. It's actually rather sweet.
I see. Not all things people desire of me are quite so vapid, I suppose.
Yes. As a side note, I should mention that most of these requests happen to come from women. It must be wonderful to be so popular,
Kisara, why are you staring at me with a gaze like the coldest winter?
In the end, it sounds like wherever Dohalim goes, he leaves a string of hearts in his wake.
I certainly do no such thing.
What?
My thanks.
We finally made it.
Well, huh?
Good.
Yeah.
Agreed.
finally made it.
Huh? Thanks.
We found a book for you, Doc. Apparently, it's full of details about medicinal herbs.
Oh, amazing. All these illustrations are a big help. I'll be able to grow so much more with this.
Great to hear. That makes all the searching worthwhile.
The owner said if there's anything you need to know, just contact the palace in Vicent and she'll respond.
How considerate. You really went out of your way for me on this one, huh?
I feel busier now than when everyone called you a hero, Alphen.
You may be right. But now Doc's herb garden will succeed, and a lot of people will get help.
I can't disagree with that.
As I'm sure you already know, that's just how he is. You can give up on ever trying to change him.
Oh, I gave up long ago. It's part of what makes him Alphen.
You guys are gonna make me blush.
Enough of this. Let's get what we came for and get going.
Sure. Here you go. Feel free to come back anytime.
I must say, I'm impressed with the old man's keen insight.
I know, right? I've always known him as a dependable person, but Doc still surprises me every time I see him. He's always looking at the big picture and how his actions can help others. I think it's really admirable.
I agree. But, you know, those same things apply to you, Alphen. You should be proud of yourself as well.
Thanks, Shion.
If Doc ever does end up meeting the librarian, though, he might be in for a bit of a surprise.
That's for sure. She certainly is somewhat unique.
Who knows? They might end up getting along.
They do seem to share a similar passion for knowledge. Perhaps they could spend some meaningful time with one another.
Anyway, I'm glad the Sovereign and Maiden outfits are back in our hands.
Me too. Now we can wear them whenever we want.
Yeah, you should wear them every day to make all the trouble we went through worthwhile.
The whole point of owning clothes you like is having the freedom to wear what you want when you want to. It's no fun if you feel obligated to wear something.
That's right. You shouldn't need a reason to dress up. You should just dress for yourself, because it's something you want to do.
I'm surprised. It's rare for us to have the same opinions on clothing. Maybe you're finally starting to understand fashion.
Well, I did have a good teacher.
My, you two have gotten close.
Looking back on our travels, Alphen, it occurs to me that you volunteered to help countless people by performing relatively menial tasks.
Maybe instead of a hero, they should call you a handyman.
That title probably suits me better than Sovereign or Blazing Sword.
Alphen, the handyman. Nah, sorry, that's lame. We finally made it. Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
There's nothing more relaxing than petting a happy Hoodle. I'm so lucky I get to do this whenever I want now. Come here, sweetie. There you go. Very good. Yes, that's a good boy.
Shion? What are you doing over there all by yourself?
Oh! Alvin? It's not what it looks like. This is How much did you see?
You were waving your hand back and forth and muttering something.
What? So you were watching the whole time? How could you?
I'm sorry? Is it that upsetting?
It's a matter of privacy, Alphen. There's no excuse for peeping. But Shion, it's nothing to be ashamed of. I've done similar things myself.
You too?
Sure. Like sometimes when I'm fishing by myself, I'll imagine I'm sharing the catch with you all.
Doesn't that mean Kisara was peeping too?
Yes, you understand. Since we were all traveling together for so long, it was easy to get used to everyone being so close.
So then when they aren't there anymore, it can make you do strange things.
I actually tried a variety of other fluffy things as a stand-in, but it just wasn't the same.
Of course, that's a different thing entirely.
What are you two talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Oh, I get it. That was practice for petting Hoot. If you like the little guy that much, why don't you just ask Rinwell if you can take care of him for a while?
That's not what we mean at all. You just don't understand.
You have a long way to go, Alphen.
What?
So, did you two want to pet Hootle? What do you say, Hootle? Would it be all right?
Really? All right. Here goes.
Kisara, I have been meaning to ask you. Do you find your duties leaving you overworked as of late?
How abrupt. What brought this question on?
Well, it's only that I worry you haven't been able to find the time to go fishing.
Oh, is that all? There's no need to worry. I do have other ways to relax outside of fishing. I used to fish to secure food for the day, but now that the food distribution network has stabilized, that's no longer an issue. That said, if you're ever feeling a craving for fish, don't hesitate to let me know.
That's a lovely suggestion, but it's the sight of you by the water, rod in hand, that has been etched into my mind. I find it unfortunate that, within the past year, I no longer have as many opportunities to see you enjoying yourself in the great outdoors.
Why don't you try fishing yourself then? You might like it. In fact, I'd be happy to plan something. It'd give me a chance to introduce you to the joy of fishing. You on one side of the rod, a fish on the other. It's like a negotiation, but also the perfect time for self-reflection. Though, of course, what really keeps you coming back is the excitement of landing a big one.
I'm afraid I'll have to decline.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I let myself get a bit carried away.
Oh, no. I can tell that fishing truly is special to you. What I mean to say is, I'd prefer to be an onlooker, relaxing at your side, and perhaps engaging in conversation from time to time.
Oh, Doe. It's settled then. I'll find the opportunity when things have calmed down.
Of course. When that time comes, I look forward to accompanying you.
This is perfect! I'll have everybody's mouths watering when they see this.
Did you get enough sleep?
This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here then?
I'll see what I can do.
Get lost! Disasters made one! Transform the helix of purity! Maelstrom!
I can carve through armor!
Raging storm! Lightning conduct!
Sweeping them up is a one-man job.
By all means, be my guest.
Yeah, I mean, you can help if you want. Do it!
Power! Astral energy!
Say no more.
You sure showed them.
All in a day's work.
Look! It's gotta be that book over there.
But it doesn't look like those Zoogles are going anywhere anytime soon.
We can't let the book get damaged. We have to get it back quickly.
No
Lightning
choice.
condemned! Hey! Flame of fire!
Come and face me.
Guarding wind. Card blast through all! We're in the home stretch, guys.
What she said. Eyes on the prize.
That focus goes double for you, Law.
It got
Me?
fired.
How come I
I've
get
got
singled
this.
out?
Let a marksman handle it. Thunderblade!
All yours.
Thunderblade! Illuminate the dome! Come on,
Armor won't save you.
By the power of Guarding wind.
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Thunderblade! Lightning condemned! Thunderblade!
You see what happened there as you crossed.
Come here!
Shouldn't have done
Helix of
that.
purity!
As impressive as always. No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
Oh, thank goodness. It's a little dirty, but it looks mostly unharmed.
As this book's knowledge is imparted to those who possess it, it may become a relic itself.
That's true. I feel like I found the answer to the book's question before I even read it. Relics sure are fascinating, aren't they, Dohalim?
Indeed. They're stimulating and teach us countless new things.
But we ought to return this one to its rightful place. Let's go back to Vicint, shall we? Books are easily damaged, so we've got to handle it with care.
You're the temperamental one here. You be careful.
Oh, shut up! Thunderblade!
Stop it! Stop it!
That's it! That's the book! Thank you so much.
It took us on quite the journey, but I think we were able to grow as a result.
Oh, right. That book was dropped before we found it. But it isn't seriously damaged, is it?
It looks to be fine. No pages are missing from what I can tell. The cover's a little scuffed up, but I can take care of that no problem.
Oh, good. Then this valuable text is back where it belongs.
Yeah, it's a relief the book made its way back. But more importantly, since you're the one who said you really wanted to read the book, nothing would make me happier than you giving it a read.
Well, like Dohalim said, it's already taught us the importance and appeal of relics. Really, I should be the one thanking you. But I'll definitely read it after you've finished restoring it.
Yes, I'll let you know once it's ready. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
I wonder when I'll be able to read that book. I can hardly wait to crack it open.
Once we've both finished it, we should share our thoughts on what it has to say.
Maybe I'll give it a read too.
Why bother? I'm sure you'll fall asleep after a few pages.
The hell I will! Just you watch. I'll show you I can do something if I set my mind to it.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here,
I know. We'll make sure to ask what's wrong.
huh? Huh?
Right.
You're really someone that people can count on. You never fail to amaze me, Kisara.
We're not done yet. Bisint is currently without Dohalim. Or my brother. I've got to handle things for now.
Speaking of your brother, those siblings reminded me of you and Miguel.
I can see why. When I was a child, I caused him my fair share of trouble.
We must find the girl and return smiles to both of their faces.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah?
Thank you.
Okay.
Do you think the missing girl was fighting with her brother?
It's what siblings do. My brother and I were also separated for a time, though that was less of a fight and more me rejecting him.
Kisara... Don't worry. We'll find that girl, no matter what.
Yes. Let's.
Be a breeze. Get in, get out.
By the power of your surroundings, vanish without a trace!
Eat this!
You're really strong, Alvin!
I'm just trying to do the best.
Still, it's reassuring to have you around.
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
What's that?
Here we go!
Go no further!
All mine!
First aid!
That
Must require complete focus! I'm... sorry.
You're paid for that!
Reload!
I'll smash you!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
They got me flanked!
Got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Astral energy! Full throttle!
It's too late to say.
You're sorry!
Don't you keep calm and take them
Should've
down.
messed with me!
Lightning condemned! Thunderblade! Resurrection!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Back into the fray!
Storm!
Steering the waters of creation! Here, dance immortal torment!
Soaring Alpha!
Searing tidal wave! Outstanding form!
I knew you could do it, Shizen!
I have an endorsement from Zephyr. You can count on me.
No surprise there!
I never miss! All disasters made one! Come forth! Here's the fury! First aid!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Easy! Way to go! The waters of creation! Enemies incoming!
Then we'll take them down!
Illuminate the storm! Megasonic drum! Holy Lancer! Illuminate the storm! Holy Lancer! Pierce evil!
No further!
Blah blah blah! Glacial spear!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
All disasters made one! Back forth! The helix of purity! Gemini Aqua! Ice Force!
Now
Tempest Swirl! Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
Now you see what I can do!
Freeze Lancer!
Burn in hell!
Lightning Condemned! Pierce evil! Lightning Alvin! Astral energy!
Say no more!
We're good to go.
The girl's nowhere in sight.
If the Zeugles were gathered here, maybe she's nearby. Let's keep searching. Over there. Is that?
I was so scared. So you were hiding in the bushes. I'm glad we found you.
You were surrounded by Zeugles. Did you get hurt?
No, I'm fine. Thanks to you.
That's good. But what were you doing out here all by yourself?
I just wanted to repair my bracelet. I'm sorry.
Your bracelet?
You mean that one woven from grass? It does look tattered. My mom wove this for me a long time ago, and this is where my dad gathered the grass for it.
So it's a keepsake from your parents.
But my brother accidentally stepped on it, even though it's so important to me. That explains why you were fighting. I just wanted to fix it, so I came here to gather more grass to weave it back together.
And did you find any?
Yeah, but I don't know how to weave. If Mom were here, she could show me.
Here, let me see that bracelet. And the grass, too.
Huh? There you are!
Oh, thank goodness. I'm so glad you're safe. I was worried sick this whole time.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to fix my bracelet.
No, it's my fault. I know how important that bracelet is to you. I should have been more careful.
You won't believe this, but this nice lady wove it back together for me.
Huh?
I did. My older brother taught me to weave.
So not only did you find my sister, but you went out of your way to fix her bracelet, too? Thank you so much. I sure am glad you're here in Menancia. You're our savior.
I've done nothing special. Plenty of people in Menancia joined together to help. People in town were worried about you and helped with the search. Both Dahnans and Renans alike.
Vicent is amazing. I'm so glad we moved here. In any other city, my sister might have been lost forever. I can't thank you enough.
You two should both treasure each other. You're the only family you've got, and that's something special.
That's for sure. Thanks, miss.
Kisara,
No, please don't say anything. Not now, Dohalim. I simply do all in my power for the people of this realm. The realm my brother loved.
I see. This realm has a bright future ahead of it.
It certainly does.
Wow, Kisara. I'm amazed you know how to weave grass like that. You said you learned it from Miguel, right? It sounds like he really did teach you everything.
Yes. Just like that girl's mother. He used to weave grass into bracelets and necklaces for me back when we were kids.
Kisara?
Sorry, it's just... It occurred to me that something he taught me to make me smile is now bringing a smile to someone else's face. I know that I could never be as great as my brother.
You were the one who decided to fix the bracelet and find the girl.
Dohalim,
Miguel's dream is still alive thanks to you.
you're right. Thanks to meeting all of you, I can say my dreams are no longer just dreams.
Exactly. I couldn't even hope to count all the times I've been saved by your shield.
Yeah, Kisara. I can even do some housework now because you taught me.
You've always been a really good listener when I've got something on my mind.
And that one time I stained my clothes during a meal, I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't been there to help.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. It sounds like I've been helping all of you more than I realized. The ideals imparted to us can still be made a reality, but only by those who are alive now, in the present. I chose that path. There's still a long way to go, but for some reason, I feel radiant right now.
Oh? How very curious. Walking next to you, I feel the same way.